No one in the room was prepared for what happened next. Not the fans watching closely, not the staff standing just a few steps away, and certainly not Ziyu herself. In a moment that felt both unreal and deeply personal, Tian Xuning broke the silence with a confession so unexpected that it instantly changed the atmosphere. Time seemed to slow, and all eyes turned toward Ziyu, who stood there completely frozen, unable to hide her shock. For weeks, fans had sensed a subtle tension between Ziyu and Tian Xuning. Their interactions had grown quieter, more meaningful, filled with lingering glances and pauses that spoke louder than words. Still, no one dared to imagine that Tian Xuning would choose this moment, so public, so emotionally charged, to reveal what had clearly been hidden in his heart for a long time. As Tian Xuning began to speak, his voice was calm, but his eyes betrayed the storm of emotions beneath the surface. He did not smile. He did not joke. This was not a playful remark meant to excite fans. This was real, raw, honest, and everyone felt it. Ziyu, known for her composure and emotional strength, seemed caught completely off guard. Her usual confidence disappeared in an instant. Witnesses later described how her hands trembled slightly, how her breathing changed, how she struggled to maintain eye contact. It was clear that whatever Tian Xuning was saying had struck her deeply, perhaps more deeply than anyone realized. The confession itself was simple in words, yet powerful in meaning. Tian Xuning admitted that his feelings had gone far beyond friendship long ago. He spoke of moments he had kept silent, of emotions he chose to bury for the sake of professionalism, and of regrets that had followed him for years. Most shockingly, he confessed that Ziyu had been the reason behind many of his most difficult decisions he had never explained until now. A wave of disbelief swept through the audience. Fans online reacted instantly, flooding social media with messages of shock, excitement, and confusion. Clips of the moment spread rapidly, replayed again and again as viewers tried to analyze every word, every expression, every breath Ziyu took as she listened. What made the situation even more intense was Ziyu's silence. She did not respond immediately. She did not interrupt or look away. She simply stood there, absorbing the weight of Tian Xuning's confession. That silence spoke volumes. Some interpreted it as shock, others as suppressed emotion, and some as a sign that her own feelings were far more complicated than she had ever allowed herself to admit. Industry insiders later revealed that this confession had not been planned. It was not part of any script or promotional moment. Tian Xuning had made the decision on the spot, driven by emotion rather than strategy. That authenticity was precisely what made the moment so unforgettable. As the seconds stretched on, Ziyu finally lifted her gaze. Her eyes were visibly glassy, reflecting a mixture of surprise, vulnerability, and something else, something impossible to define. She thanked Tian Xuning softly, choosing her words carefully, acknowledging his courage, without giving a clear answer. That response alone ignited even more speculation. Fans immediately began debating what it all meant. Was this the beginning of a long-awaited truth? Or the closing of a chapter that had remained open for too long? Some believed Ziyu needed time, that her silence was not rejection but hesitation. Others feared that the moment, though beautiful, might leave lasting consequences for both of them. What cannot be denied is the impact of that confession. In just a few minutes, Tian Xuning shattered expectations and exposed emotions that had been carefully guarded for years. Ziyu's frozen reaction became one of the most talked-about moments among fans, symbolizing the complexity of unspoken feelings and the courage it takes to finally speak the truth. Long after the event ended, discussions continued late into the night. Fans replayed the scene, dissected expressions, and searched for hidden meanings. Many praised Tian Xuning's honesty, calling it brave and heartbreaking at the same time. Others expressed concern for Ziyu, empathizing with the emotional pressure she must have felt in that moment. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of this confession was not the words themselves, but the vulnerability behind them. It reminded everyone that beneath the public image, beneath the expectations and rumors, real emotions still exist. Feelings can be delayed, hidden, or denied, but they rarely disappear. Whether this moment marks a new beginning or a painful turning point remains unknown. What is certain is that the confession no one expected will not be forgotten anytime soon. Ziyu's frozen reaction and Tian Xuning's heartfelt words have become etched into the memories of fans, serving as a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected truths are the ones that leave the deepest impact. In the end, this was not just a confession. It was a moment of human honesty in a world that rarely allows it. And that is why it continues to resonate so strongly, long after the words were spoken. In the days following the unexpected confession, the atmosphere around Ziyu and Tian Xuning noticeably changed. Observers pointed out that their interactions, once effortless and natural, now carried a heavier emotional weight. Every glance, every pause in conversation seemed charged with unspoken thoughts. Fans could not help but wonder whether Ziyu was still processing the confession or quietly reconsidering moments from the past that suddenly felt more meaningful. Social media platforms quickly became flooded with detailed analyses. Screenshots of Ziyu's expression during the confession were dissected frame by frame, while Tian Xuning's tone and body language were endlessly discussed. Many fans noted how his voice briefly wavered near the end of his confession, suggesting that even he was unsure how Ziyu would react. That vulnerability only made the moment more powerful and deeply human. Behind the scenes, insiders hinted that Ziyu had requested time and space to reflect. Those close to her described her as thoughtful and emotionally reserved, someone who rarely acts on impulse. This revelation fueled further speculation. Was her silence a shield to protect her emotions, or a sign that she had never expected to confront these feelings so openly and so suddenly? Tian Xuning, on the other hand, appeared visibly lighter after the confession. While he avoided direct comments in subsequent appearances, fans noticed subtle changes in his demeanor. His expression seemed calmer, as if finally speaking the truth had lifted a long-held burden. Some interpreted this as quiet relief, while others feared it might signal a sense of finality, regardless of Ziyu's response. What resonated most strongly with audiences was the authenticity of the moment. In an industry often driven by carefully crafted narratives, this confession felt unscripted and raw. It reminded fans that even public figures struggle with timing, fear, and emotional honesty. Many expressed gratitude for witnessing a moment that felt genuinely real rather than strategically planned. As discussions continued, fan communities became divided. Some passionately supported the idea of Ziyu and Tian Xuning finally acknowledging their feelings, believing the confession was the first step toward emotional clarity. Others urged caution, emphasizing Ziyu's right to process privately without pressure from public expectations. Regardless of differing opinions, one truth remained undeniable. This confession reshaped how fans viewed their relationship. Past interactions were now reinterpreted through a new lens, turning once ordinary moments into clues of something deeper. What had once seemed like coincidence now appeared intentional, filled with quiet longing and restraint. Whether this story leads to a new beginning or a silent closure is still uncertain. Yet the emotional impact continues to linger, proving that some moments transcend headlines and trends. Tian Xuning's unexpected confession and Ziyu's frozen reaction have become a symbol of courage, vulnerability, and the complexity of emotions left unspoken for too long.